just want to know what they were trying to say. So I'm assuming they didn't mix the
Caso esteja sentado na primeira fila ou numa fila situada numa saída de emergência, todos os objetos deverão ser colocados no compartimento superior durante a descolagem e aterragem. Quer agora, por favor, apertar o cinto de segurança em preparação para a descolagem. Este é um serviço não fumador e por tal fato agradecemos que respeite esta regra.
Easyjet service to London Southend. My colleague with me on the flight this evening is First Officer Andrew Carrick, and the cabin your cabin manager is Tanya. With Tanya we have Charisse, Denise and Charlotte. Well, we are ready to get on the way. We do have a slight slot, just means we can't get airborne until 8 minutes past the next hour. It's not going to particularly adversely affect us. We might push off this stand briefly and then make our way to the Western runway. Flight time, and when we do get going, we're hoping it's in the region of 2 hours 25 minutes, and we'll be flying eventually at 38,000 feet. Smooth flying conditions en route, and the weather in Southend has been a glorious day, and it's a very nice evening's forecast. I'll leave you in the capable hands of your cabin crew team. They're looking after your safety. They'll demonstrate to you the safety aspects of this Airbus aircraft. Please do give that your attention, otherwise sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
Table stowed, armrest down, window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with Easyjet.
And I'd just like to say, occasionally, if you're on this flight, I'm terribly sorry. I will go down with you. That's the place from. I will pull mine. I don't wish to laugh if you're on board. John, don't crash me. It's great to see you again after all these years.
Like an exchange, just infection, pants, fucking cat. I don't know what
Just John Freshman just walks up from behind and starts propping him. I don't wish to laugh on this flight. So myself, I don't been too much to drink. I'll be totally honest.
everyone's asleep, right? It's real, that's the way.
He just sees you and goes.
Might as well post as it's filming, just gone one line, so if anyone watches it, they just hear that like 2 minutes ago.
is still on, so please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened until the signs have been switched off. We do suggest that whenever you are seated, you keep them fastened. Toilets are located at each end of the cabin and smoking is not permitted at any time. We will shortly pass into the cabin our Easyjet Bistro. Our fresh options on board today are our ham and cheese melt, bacon baguette, cheese roll and a chicken Caesar wrap. We offer a selection of hot drinks, or for something colder we have a range of refreshing soft drinks, fruit juices and alcoholic beverages. We offer a wide selection of sweet and savoury snacks including chocolate, sweets, nuts, crisps, chocolate blueberry muffins and different snack packs. Details of all options and their prices can be found in your bistro and boutique brochure and seat pocket in front of you. So please now sit back, relax and enjoy your flight. And if you do need anything at all today, please do not hesitate to stop and ask your crew.
Senhoras e senhores passageiros, o sinal de apertar cintos ainda se encontra ligado. Por favor, mantenha sentado com o cinto de segurança apertado até que este seja desligado. Sugerimos que sempre que estiver sentado, mantenha o cinto apertado. As casas de banho encontram-se nas extremidades da cabine. Por favor, recordemos que fumar é expressamente proibido. Em breve iremos iniciar o nosso serviço de vendas a bordo e terá a oportunidade de escolher a partir de uma seleção de alimentos frescos. Pode combinar todas as opções para criar refeições e poupar dinheiro ao mesmo tempo. Pode encontrar mais detalhes na revista Boutique & Bistro. Pode ainda escolher entre várias variedades de chá, café e chocolate quente, em conjunto com bebidas e aperitivos. Aceitamos pagamentos em libras, euros e outras moedas correntes, para além de cartões de crédito e débito. Agradecemos que pague o dinheiro certo a fim de evitar problemas com trocos. Caso necessite de assistência, por favor, não hesitem em pedir ajuda.
8,000 feet, 11 kilometers above sea level, and we took off on the westerly runway from Faro. And right turn inland to the east of Lisbon, and shortly coming up about 150 miles to the east of Porto. Routing up through the middle of the country towards the Spanish border at Zamora, and then we turn slightly further northbound towards the coast, just to the east of Oviedo, across the sea there, Bay of Biscay, towards the French Atlantic coast, more or less at Rennes, and then up towards Dinard, Cherbourg. Right turn over the channel, and north-eastbound, really up the middle of the channel, south of Brighton, Worthing, Brighton, and eventually Eastbourne and Hastings, and then inland, more or less overhead Rye up through Kent towards Maidstone, and north-east Kent, the motorway towns, across the Thames Estuary and into Southend. We've got a distance of about 940 miles left to run. Speed over the ground now is about 520 miles an hour, a little bit of entailement help us on our way. I hope to shave a little bit of time off our flight this evening. At the moment we should be touching down on schedule at 10:40, but with some favourable shortcuts we're hoping we might land about 10:30. UK, same time as Portugal, so you need to reset your watches, and the latest weather I've got for Southend. Very pleasant evening, clear skies, wind is southerly at the moment, about 12 miles an hour, temperature is 18 degrees. Hope you're all relaxed, enjoying your flight with us so far, and shortly before we arrive in Southend I'll just come back to you and give you a final update on the arrival time and the weather. Thank you.
credit and debit cards. Should you need any help or advice with any of our products, then please do ask us as we come through the cabin very shortly. Thank you.
As soon as they are, then I'm I'll post it in my group. Oh, I will. I mean, I even might put exactly the same clip at the end as well. I'll have him in there, don't worry. I'll have him in there, and I'll have the exact same clip at the end, and I won't go beats in or things like that. I'm so tempted to do it.
Yeah, I'm well into my SEN.
Gentlemen, welcome to London Southend. The local time is the same as Portugal and it's 10:30. Please remain in your seat.
Alice, this again, starting video.
I guess